Hi, everybody, and welcome to Know What You're Talking About. Today, what we're talking about is Topic 5, DQ2, and I have it up right here. Since 1970, the labor force participation rate for women has increased from 43.3% in 1970 to 56.9% in 2018. During the same period, real GDP increased from 4.715 trillion to 17.286 trillion. Are these two events related? Never thought of it that way. Let's take a look at the rubric and see what the rubric might tell us about how to guide us in our thinking about this. The rubric, once again, is found right here. It's the very first post in the DQ. Class, know what you're talking about. DQ2 video and rubric. And so in this case, the rubric says you get 2.5 points for telling me the definition of GDP from your textbook, and you get 2.5 points for discussing how the 4 factors of production, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship affect GDP and how it might explain this situation. So let's think that through a little bit, and let's go to our textbook then for some support. First of all, keep these factors of production firmly in mind: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Those are the 4 factors of production. Those are the things that it takes to produce things, and that's what fuels GDP. Obviously, when we talk about the labor force participation rate, we have increased our labor resource since we have more of our adult population in the workforce. So going over here to the textbook, I'm in Mind Tab now, and I'm in Topic 5, and I'm going to Chapter 15 in our textbook, and I'm waiting for it to load. And here's our definition of GDP. GDP is the market value of all final goods and services produced within a given country in a given period of time. So it's the market value of everything that's produced. Obviously, if you have more people, you're going to have more, you're going to be able to produce more, and it makes sense that those would be related. But look at that second phrase right here, the market value. Do you think prices have changed at all since 1970? Maybe, huh? So to address that part of it, we have to look at real GDP. And real GDP is discussed in this section of the textbook, section 15-4. And here we talk about real GDP and how it relates to changes in price and how that's all calculated. So you're going to want to look this over also and get a good sense of what the definition of real GDP is. Here it is. And what the definition of nominal GDP is. And then you'll be prepared. You're going to look at how the changes in the labor resource, increases in the labor participation rate since 1970 may be related to changes in GDP since 1970. And we're talking about real GDP since 1970. Put that all together, give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll come up with some great ideas. I look forward to reading your work. Thanks so much.